Hi everybody, welcome to day 45. 45. Um, Once again, I'm going to be knocking out these last couple days all in one little shot. Um, on day 45, I wanted to share something with you that I do and I've been doing for a long time. Well, maybe like almost 2 years now. And I kind of wanted to explain myself a little bit about why I do it. So, those that follow me on social media know that I actually post selfies every day, literally every day. And I'm going to tell you why I do that. You know, it is, it's been said sometimes that, maybe it's for attention and all these different things. And, of course, it's always connected with something negative. But in all actuality, the reason why I do a daily selfie is so that I can see the progression or lack of progression of what I've been doing with my weight. Because as you know, if you're on Facebook, what ends up happening is that things will pop up from a year ago. You can look at memories and different things, and I can see the changes within my body. And it's for me. And the other thing too is that it is to maintain my own personal self-esteem. I'm a person that would never go in front of a camera. I'm a person that would not look at a camera, go anywhere near a camera, wouldn't take pictures, wouldn't do any of those things. So for me to go from being the girl that wouldn't take any pictures to doing pictures on a daily basis, and last I counted, I have a little over like 7,000 pictures in my iCloud. These are all just moments and things that I capture. And I'm being honest, is that, if you don't find beauty within yourself, who's going to find you? Like, how is anyone going to find you beautiful if you don't find it within yourself? I used to didn't never feel that way about myself. I was on myself really bad. And, when I did the 10-year challenge and I looked at that and I was like, wow, I've come a long way in the process. I feel like I look younger than I did, and so forth. But it is really a reaffirmation for myself. Do I like the attention? Of course. Who doesn't? Like, who doesn't like to be told that they're beautiful or they're pretty or whatever? But I will say this, and I've said this time and time again, it's not really so much of who's saying it, but who it comes from that really means the most. So it's great that people see you in a different light, but then it comes with the backlash of negativity of people using filters and different things like that, and of course doing video I'm not able to use a filter, so you see what you see. And also when I do my show every week and so forth, you see what you see. It's not, we don't have abilities to add, I'm sure that'll be soon, or maybe they do have it where we can add a filter to the video process of it or whatever. But I've met people, outside of the selfies and so forth, and the first thing that they say is I look like my picture, so that's a great thing. But I've never done them specifically to appease to anyone other than myself. It is to continuously boost up my self-esteem, but more importantly, is to make me see that if a year from now, do I look the same? Despite the fact of what the scale has said, the body still has the ability to change, even if the scale does not move. But, I think what's important here is that we as women, men too, do what makes you feel amazing. Do what makes you feel good. Like, I tell you something. Like, I have turned into the girly girl of all girly girls. Like, I used to did not be that way. And what people, they can say the things that they say or whatever, but I enjoy being who I am. I enjoy my flaws and different things. There's always room for improvement. There's always things that we can do. But one of the biggest things that I enjoy is that every morning I get up at 5 a.m. every morning because I take time to make myself feel pretty. I take my time and do my makeup because I love makeup. I learned the skill. I learned what works for me. I get a lot of compliments on my makeup, and I love it for me. I'm not out here trying to be something I am not. I'm doing things for me. And that seems to be something people have a very hard time accepting. Like, they have a very hard time accepting the fact that you do stuff just for you. You know, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But, you know, those selfies are to empower women. It is to empower people to feel good about themselves. It is to show people that, yes, you can lose weight, keep it off, maintain it. I want people to ask me questions about what I did, how I didn't go an evasive way, and what struggles I was faced when I went through my process and still is going through the process of getting off the rest of my weight. You know, life has a whole bunch of struggles. You know, people have reached out to me and asked about Graves' disease. You know what, and people have actually reached out to me. I've told them some of my symptoms, and they've then discovered that they've had a thyroid problem, and they didn't know they've had this problem for years. So, you know, being transparent, sometimes, like, some people can look at it as being a bad thing, versus for me, it has been an amazing thing. I've gotten so many great compliments on me being transparent and not being afraid to not hide behind a keyboard and tell the truth about life and life issues and life problems, and go beyond the whole selfie thing. You know, it's something I enjoy doing. I love being able to look back on myself and be like, you know what, that's you. You know, and I never did that before. I didn't see myself as a beautiful woman or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm all right. And even still now, I'm like, you know, like, my eyes seem to be the biggest thing. To me, they look like just normal eyes. But, you know, but what I've done is I've enhanced them or whatever, because if people enjoy them, then I'm just enhancing what they enjoy. You know, and again, the daily selfie thing is not for me to gain notoriety or attention from 50 million different men. You can't help what you do. But I get a lot of good feedback from positive women. And I think it's amazing to watch women empower each other and compliment each other. I love it. Because when women compliment me, I compliment them back and tell them how beautiful they are. And that is a hard pill for some women to swallow. I don't know. We rather hate on each other than instead of empowering each other in the women arena. I don't know what that's about. You know, hopefully as things progress for me, I'll be able to change that and maybe build, you know, a bridge between women and their inabilities to feel confident within themselves and stop hating on other women. But that is really the story behind me doing the selfies. I love fashion. I love the way I dress. I love what I exude. I love sharing shoes and clothing and all of these different things, makeup and all these are things I love and I share. So, you know, there's really no hidden agenda behind the daily selfies other than me loving me. And, you know, I always say, hey, you could just scroll past if you're tired of seeing me. And I remember using a little meme that says, yep, you're going to see a lot more of me. And, you know, it's good to get to that point in life where you are empowered and you love who you are. So on this 45th day of 45 days, of 50 days until I'm 50, I'm getting down to the stretch, getting down to the last couple days of this. I say to you, what if you took a selfie every day? What if you took that selfie every day, and a year from today you looked at it and was proud of what you see? Love who you are and love who you're looking at when you look in the mirror. Whatever the flaw is, I don't care what it is. It is you, and it is uniquely you. And you are beautiful no matter who you are, what size you are, what color you are, what shape you are. short, tall, fat, skinny, it doesn't matter. Take those selfies and embrace who you are and love who you are the way you are. So in 2019, I say to men and women, let's take things to a whole nother level, and let's embrace those that dare enough to share a daily selfie about themselves. And maybe get a little bit more insight and look through their social media and maybe find out why they do what they do. It takes a bold person to take a picture and post it and run the risk of getting criticized. Another big move that I'm making in 2019, we'll see who listens to this video. One of the things about hair is that women have hair and they sometimes hide behind hair. Short hair is an amazing statement because it is bold, because you don't hide behind your hair. And what's going to happen in 2019 is I am cutting it all off. So eventually, in this year, you will see a big transformation happen where I'm going to donate these about 20 inches of hair to a good cause. I've done it before, but this time it is necessary because my whole thought process about empowering women is not to hide behind anything. It took me about 6 years to grow this out. It's time to go. It's time for a change, and it's time to embrace a different avenue of my beauty. And I'm excited about change. I'm excited about doing something different and new so that people dare to not hide behind what they're utilizing to do it. I've been barefaced before. I love makeup. It is just what I do. Maybe I'll do a lot more barefaced just to prove a point that, I don't need the makeup in order to see who I am naturally. I don't go to bed with the makeup, and my boyfriend has woken up next to me without the makeup. So he has seen who I am without makeup. So it's just something we love to do. Selfies are selfies. They are things of self-expression and us having a moment of being proud. So don't hate on people because that's what they choose to do. Understand the story behind why people do a selfie. Could it be a lot for attention? It could be. But a lot of it could be something that you just don't even know. My story is one that's deep. It's filled with tons of heartache, but a lot of triumph, a lot of progression, a lot of amazing self-esteem. So I enjoy doing a selfie every day, and I enjoy people commenting on my selfies every day. So I dare you in 2019, start posting those daily selfies and love who you are and love what people embrace about you. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow.